Here we go, people. This is it. This is IndieCrowdfund.com, man. We're bringing it to you. We're going to set it up. If you got a campaign you want to set up, now's the time. The tutorial is launching. So if you got, if you want to watch, if you want to tune in, check out what's going on here, now's the time. Pretty sure we're live in the madness right now. So Mike and Mindy Wheeler, the minds behind this venture. Mike, what do you got to say for yourself, bro? Did we lose Mike? Unbelievable. Where my people at?
I'm here.
Okay, well.
I said, I don't know why the whatchamacallit thing went mute, but anyway, yeah, I mean, I said I'd bring it to you guys, and now it's here, so I mean, we're excited.
So word has it that you have somebody ready to set up a campaign right now, or actually set one up already, and it is live.
Yep, Kajar and Kajaria by Alan Johnson. It is live on the page right now.
All right. So what we're trying to do, people, is we're trying to work the bugs out. We're trying to make sure everything is working and working and working. So we have Mindy here who's going to run a tutorial.
Hang on, I got to grab my headphones. 1 second.
Right, no problem. She's going to pull up the screen so she can walk you through any questions you may have. We are live in Comics Cast. We are live on
Indie Comics stole my headphones. You have another
pair. Say again.
I got them.
Okay. So we're live in the madness. We're live on Indie Comics Cast on YouTube. Please subscribe. Please go over there and subscribe, man. We need subscribers there. And we're live on Comics Cast page also on Facebook. We have Mike and Mindy Wheeler, the brains behind IndieCrowdfund.com. Indy's going to share the screen. Mindy's going to share the screen and walk you through any questions you may have if you want to try setting up a campaign right now. Right now, we have a live campaign. We want you to, if you're interested in backing this, go back it so that we can work out the bugs in the system, make sure everything's perfect because we want it to be perfect. With that, I'm getting the hell out the way. Hi, Mindy. Take it to them.
Hi. It's been a very busy week, but especially the past 72 hours has been crazy. So we're here. Let's see how people like it. I want people to go on and look, create campaigns, create user accounts. Let us know if there's any issues. And we'll work through it. And if everybody's happy and we're not seeing any issues and it's all good, then we'll move forward with the launch. So it could be as soon as today, could be in a week, 2 weeks from now. We'll see. We just need to get people there and we're going to start making things live, right? Seeing how it goes.
All the functionality is present in the site. Payment integration works. Retailer functionality works. Minimum order quantity works. We ensure that all the campaigns that have that box checked, show retailer perks, only the retailer accounts can see it as intended. All the development is solid.
Yep. We were in there late last night doing a bug test and making sure everything was ready to go. And
we almost had to put this off.
Yeah, we found one bug that we said,
that's catastrophic.
Yeah, but then so we fixed it in time. Everything's looking good. And I'm working right now on an email list, and MailChimp is just being really silly right now. So I would have had this done 10 minutes ago. Forgive me for being distracted. Got all the comic shops together. a preach for everybody. We're so entertaining.
You need entertaining. I'm back. Okay, look, we're gonna have fun with this.
There you are.
We're gonna have fun with this. William's out here watching.
We
There's
can't do this without you, Pops.
what?
I know.
We can't do this without you.
Well, I mean, you know, we want to be entertaining. That's I'm sure why you guys brought me on. 'Cause I try to keep people laughing and keep
Well,
people
we're
entertained.
entertaining to our fans, but I mean, we're with your fans now, and we can't be as entertaining as what we normally could be.
Well, we can in a different, you know, there's a different feed we use for that, you know. We're on the Comics Cast Network. Anyway, I want to thank everybody who watches and tunes in, because right now is when you're going to learn how to set up your campaign on the new site. And basically, that's what we want. We want you to go set it up. It's like Mindy said, it's not a hard launch. Everybody's not going to be blasting you with everything. We're trying to work the bugs out. Get a couple campaigns up there. Get a few people pledging so that we know everything's functional. And then, yeah, blast off, man. We'll get everybody up here. But, you know, it's like anything else. It starts out, you find out the things you need, and you fix them as you progress.
I should probably take the payment gateway out of test mode, huh? That might help.
I don't know how any of that thing works, so that's on you. But you're welcome to play the video at any time.
Hang on. And there. Now you can buy something. If you want to buy something, you can buy something.
Who is playing? who is playing share screen operator? Mindy.
I'm trying to work on
Mindy. She has your laptop.
Okay,
Mindy, do that later.
Okay, fine. MailChimp is being so dumb right now.
I know. I told you it's a musical note for slowing down.
It's like everything's
I don't
perfect,
like
ready
it.
to go.
I think it's I hate it. Get out of it. Do it later.
Okay, I'll do it later. Oh, our pre-launch sticker's down to 0. And here we are. Wow. Okay. Ooh, we got a Kajara and Kajaria issue 3. That's exciting. Look at that beautiful graphic.
Right. We have
very cool.
On the site, everybody. This is what we're talking about.
Cool. Wow, look at all this.
He's got his perks, toy collector, the plush toy. He's got all of his different tiers laid out. Looks like Alan was taking some time making sure he got this right. Mindy, were you helping him?
See, one of the biggest things we got from creators was they wanted to be able to do an add-on. Okay, so the way we have it set up, you can add just a T-shirt, right?
As a fan, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, if you want, you just go back to T-shirt, and then you get a T-shirt, and then you can go back in, and you can back a book, and you can get a book. It would take multiple transactions, but it's effective.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so but until it comes down to shipping, where you want all them combined into one box.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So
the price of shipping is included in each perk.
Fulfillment.
Yeah, in each perk. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not going to pay shipping for 3 different things if it's all coming to one address, and I'd rather it came in one box. One shipping price. You see what I'm saying? So I'm I just want to make sure that if somebody orders 3 different things, that they're not going to get hit for 3 different shipping charges, because that's kind of defeating our whole purpose of lowering the cost.
Right.
So
that's a very good question and concern. So that kind of depends on the fulfillment that they choose to use and how they want to handle that. Wouldn't that be the right answer, Mike? I mean, because
It would,
That's an
because
estimated-
the T-shirts could come from one place, and then the comic could come from another place.
Well, I'm figuring if he has it set up like this, if he's not using our fulfillment people, then he has to make sure that the people he's dealing with take that into consideration. Because
Yeah.
the fan is not going to want to get charged 3 times for shipping for what should come in one box.
Right. But I mean, it might be
Right.
impossible
Well, here's
to
what they
put it in one box if it comes from 3 different locations.
He's going to have to figure
so
that
two
out.
answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to get it all to one
Two
place and
answers
ship
for
from
that.
there, I mean, his shipping is wherever he does his shipping out of. That's he's just going to have to centralize that if it's set up that way.
Right.
I mean, as a fulfillment,
What-
when it comes down to when people do add-ons on a regular campaign, you have to go look, man. You don't want to be hitting somebody shipping two Geminis when the books could have went in one, and nailing somebody for double shipping. You just don't want to do that to your customers. That's just So on the fulfillment end of that, you have to take that into consideration.
Right.
What's up, Raj? I see my buddy
What
Raj
they
is
could
watching.
do is
See that? There you go.
cool.
Mojo Rising is watching.
If they do have Mojo Rising is awesome. If they do have like say a t-shirt and a book in the same place that they will be shipping, they could be shipping by themselves. They could be doing their own fulfillment. For all we know, what they could do as a solution is build a perk that is a book plus a t-shirt combo, book plus t-shirt combo. Does that make sense?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like you have when yourself, when you're making these tiers up, you have to remember there are going to be people that want extra things, and they're going to decide later when they got more money. Oh hell, I want to get that too. You see what I'm saying? So you have to have that add-on ability. It's just as a person fulfilling, you got to make sure, hey, that's the same address on that order as it is on that order, and I need to combine these orders in one box.
I've actually got a solution for this too. What could happen is if you have, say, a t-shirt that you want on the site and you're a fan, and you also have 2 books you want on the site as a fan, what you can do is comment on the campaign and say, hey, is there any way I could get you to build out a perk for this, this, and this?
Right.
And then the creator could go in, build the perk out, and the person could buy it, and it would be one shipping charge.
They could also have a perk that says add-on t-shirt, and in that price they
Don't charge shipping.
already taken
add-on.
Yeah, they don't
doesn't-
charge shipping.
That's what I was trying to get at, where they don't get hit twice for shipping.
Okay. That
The
would be
reason I
something
bring
good to
this
put up in the
up, though,
FAQ and suggestions box for campaigns creators, so we can let them know about that.
The reason I bring this up is because I backed a campaign once, and I got 3 different mailers that had books in them, and dude could have shipped all this in one box. Do you see what I'm saying? He hit himself for $24 shipping. He didn't hit me for it. He hit himself for it. For $24 shipping 3 different packages instead of putting them all in one box and paying $14. He did it to himself.
Mhm.
Do you see what I'm saying? It's like it didn't bother me because it didn't come to me like that. He didn't charge me for all that shipping. It hurt him. And that's what I'm saying to the creators. You want to make sure you combine as many, if you get multiple products, you want to make sure you combine them in one shipping to help you and your fulfillment, make it easier on yourself for sure. That's 2 less packages or 1 less package you got to deal with,
Yeah.
So.
And if they make a tier of like a t-shirt book combo, a t-shirt book sticker combo, they could avoid that problem in the beginning, I would think. Yeah. But that's a very good point. Also, hopefully there's a lot of traction into the comic shops. And if they do have retailer perks, then they wouldn't have to pay all that extra shipping at all because they could go just pick it up at their comic book store.
Now this is where we're trying to go. You know that. That's where I want to be able to go to the store and get all these books. You know, that's the purpose of what we're trying to build. But also, you got to, you know, we have to make sure that the individuals that live out in the boonies that don't have an LCS that's participating or whatever can still get their books right now until we get 1,000 retailers nationwide that are involved in this. You know,
Right.
so we still have to cater to that guy in the boonies that doesn't have a, you know, LCS that's participating yet.
Yep.
I still don't want to pay $10 every time I buy that book. See, that's what I'm trying to get out of, man. I love indie books, but I hate paying $10 every time I want to have one shipped to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like that money goes to the creator either. That goes to the post office.
I mean, Amazon, whoever, they're getting, you know, I mean,
You could have bought another book with that money.
This is the whole thing. This is my comic fund, and half of it goes on getting comics shipped to me. That's not what my comic fund is supposed to go to. It's supposed to go to bags, boards, and books. You know?
Right.
Yep.
So I can't even see that because I'm, you know, old and that's really small for me, but I'm sure other people can see it just fine. So does anybody out there have any kind of questions? Because this is what we want is the feedback of the creator right now. I mean, if you're looking at this, Mindy, could you go to like a blank one, like you were just setting one up and maybe like mimic through setting up maybe Mike's book or whatever, so we can. So
Yeah. Hey, why don't you just use this time to set up boobs?
I mean, so the creators can see how what you have to go through to get it done right. You know, because that's kind of what I told everybody with this is going to be. It's like a tutorial for setting up your campaign. You know, so.
Okay. What would you? I did make a video last night too for anyone who does want a concise tutorial. It's about 9 minutes long, and I posted it on the Facebook for everyone to have it on hand.
Make sure that comes to the madness so that I can put that in the announcements tab where people can find it.
Okay. Let me stop sharing because I need to grab the boobs graphic, and I don't want to be going through my files.
Mike, you got that? Mike can field this one. Question.
Mike, where'd he go?
Yeah.
How many days can you run a project?
As many as you want.
There you go, Raj. And there's no, if you're running one there, you can't run one here. You can run one here anytime.
Here, you can run one here anytime. It can be on demand. It doesn't even have to be a crowdfunding campaign. It could just be set up as a store.
Can customers, not stores, combine multiple campaigns together? I'm not sure what you mean. Do you mean like as under a publishing banner? I think we have something worked out for that. Right, Mike? We working on something for...
Okay. What you would do is set up a profile, like as a publisher. You would create a user account for the publishing company. And then with that publishing company, you can create as many campaigns for as many different books as you would like.
There you go. Raj, you need to pass that on to Greg too, bro, because, you know, it's like the, what was it?
And there's a cool thing in it for guys that talk comics. They're going to understand what I'm saying here. Each one of the perks you can set independently, whether it's 100% threshold, which means you're not going to charge any of the customers that back you until you get funded. This is good for traditional crowdfunding models. Like if you're crowdfunding to the general public and you have to meet a certain amount of orders before you can go to print, okay? And then there's also the immediate delivery of funds, which you can select that on a separate perk altogether within the same campaign, mind you, and set it for like 500 copies minimum order. Put it up there, charge the cost of shipping it out to the store, charge the cost of the cover design, or if the comic shop already has a cover artist in mind, they can cover that cost, and you can sell on your campaign before you're even funded store variants of your books.
Are y'all
So
paying
you get immediate delivery of the funds, and you can take that order and that money immediately, send it to print. That way, by the time your original campaign fills, it's also in the comic shop shelves of the store that bought it from you with their store variant on the cover. Isn't that cool?
Saeed, this eventually will grow into supporting international creators, but we got to start somewhere, and we got to start within our means. And right now, international shipping and everything is such a cluster. We're not messing with it right now. Now, look, that's not saying it won't happen. If we get 30 or 40 retailers out of Canada that say, hey, we want to get involved in this, we're going to involve Canada in this. If we get 30 or 40 retailers from it, you see what I'm saying? As far as creators go, you're only going to have an access to an American audience, basically a U.S. audience right now. And, basically it'd be a lot of using basically most of our own fulfillment options that are also part of the site.
Right. But someone out of country can create a campaign and use our American fulfillment services to fulfill and still get paid. Right. I think that's important to note. They just won't be able to get any money from backers in their own country.
Yet.
It would be all American backers that you would have to rely on.
But like I say, if you're using our fulfillment, which is printing in America, and all the stuff is done here, it would be done here, shipped from here. I mean, it would be a real good thing for you guys to get your books on the American market. We won't be able to do anything as far as fulfilling in other countries until this thing takes off, and when we figure the logistics of that. It's one thing at a time. We're starting small, but yes, at some point we'd love to be worldwide. Who would?
I'm almost done here, but I can show you. Give me 1 second.
He's in Dubai, and he wants to use the U.S. market. So yeah, this is what you want, bro. This, this will put you on store shelves in America if retailers like your product. That's the other thing you got to remember. It's just like anything else. People have to like what you're putting out and, buy what you're putting out. But we are trying to give you a platform that is strictly dedicated to comics. No lawn chairs, none of that crap. We're not trying to crowdfund somebody's rocket ship or their political whatever. We're not trying to be none of that. This is about comic creators, retailers, and fans.
And make sure you edit out the boobies.
Yeah, it's Is it sharing my screen yet?
We are launching it real soon. I mean, it's soft launch right now. This is how you set up your campaign, everybody. I'm going to shut up, get out the way, and let Mindy explain this and run through this with you guys. Thanks for watching. And, like I said, she also made a tutorial video that I'll have in the announcements in the Comic Related Madness. So if you're not catching this right here live, we'll still make sure that you can have access to all the information you need. I'm out.
Okay, well, this is a silly campaign to be the one that we test, but that's what we got. So your campaign title comes here. This is, let's say it's boobs. I can't say that word with a straight face.
Don't put quotation marks in there.
A satire. A parody. Well, I was going to put outside the title. Okay, a parody comic coming soon. We can always edit this later. Goal. What's the goal?
Do 750.
I know what printing costs would be for, yeah, that's about right. 7,500.
No,
End
750.
dates. Oh, 750. Oh, okay. If that's what you want. End date. Let's see. Let's do 30 days. Yeah.
Middle of October.
Okay.
Second week of October.
First, second. 15th. Expires on end date. Campaign short
Nope, never
description.
expires.
Oh, never expires. Well, then what's the? We just put an end date on there. So if it's
Right.
never expires, it's on demand.
That's to hit the goal.
Oh, okay. You might want to put that verbiage in there. Coffee's delicious. You said you sent me the description. Where did you send that to me? On Facebook?
No, in your email.
Okay. Let me get that. Stop sharing for a second. Untouchable. Mindy Wheeler art.
That's your email. Last time I checked.
I don't see anything.
Oh, it's in there.
I don't see it. Did it go to spam? I don't see it.
I'll make sure it's that.
Send it to me again. I can also go in your email and look at your sent items.
No, that's fine. I'll just send it to you here.
Okay. So anybody that's watching, if they want any help or have any questions, this is a good opportunity for us to just be here for live support and make any change requests, functionality requests, see any bugs or anything like that, something that's not right, then let us know. We're going to go through this and take feedback in the pre-launch phase, get people's campaigns set up, however long that takes, to make sure everybody who was on board is still good to move forward. We have quite a few campaigns in the back end ready to be published. So we're going to try to make contact with each of those people and get everything smooth and running and ready to go.
Yeah, I don't want to put people's stuff up if they have something to add or something.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot in there in the back end. I wish they could see all the things that we see, but we have to.
You just said there was a lot in the back end.
Jeez. Send me that email.
I did.
I'm not getting it.
Refresh. You can't just sit there and wait for it to appear. You got to hit the button.
Here it comes. I just got it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. That happens when you refresh.
Oh, shut up. There we go. I got it. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So we're into the short description. Here's the long description I'll put in here from Breakout writer Mike Wheeler. It's a satire book. Let's see, will that fit in the short description? It does. So this is where we...
The long description.
Okay.
The short description should just say boobs.
I'll say it's a satire book about a cosplayer. Can't stay out of trouble. From Mike and Mindy Wheeler. We haven't made a campaign video yet, but we will. We will. All right, now I'm going to start to add some media. Oh, did I miss the... No, I haven't yet. Okay, good. Add media. Crowdfund. Okay, pages. Here's all my preview. Cover. There we go. Put the logo on top of that. So ridiculous, but such a good cover.
Oh, we
Put
got
the
some
logo.
comments. Curious about cost of perks.
What did
Okay.
he say?
He says he's curious about the cost of perks, but he didn't say what he was curious about, so I don't really know what to go with on that. So never mind.
Cost of perks. Cost of perks. Well, you set the cost, the prices, however you want them, and
Right.
it
Make
says
sure you include shipping.
yes, make sure you include shipping. So there, I've got my interior sample. I'm going to say FAQ. Oh, we don't need an FAQ right now. We're going to work on this, work on it, getting it all out. There's the featured image. It's going to be the cover. Number of perks. We're going to have the, oops, I'm getting a call from a comic shop, actually. Let me text them.
No, just answer it.
Okay, well, I'm going to mute my mic.
Yep, there we go. And that's how we sign up retailers, guys. We're sitting here every day calling and calling and calling retailers for you, getting them set up on the platform so they can see your stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's go to the chat, see if anybody has any questions. Anybody got any questions?
Hey,
Feel
if they're
free to
calling
comment.
you, look, if they're calling you, that means they're interested, y'all. They're calling
Dude,
us.
this is what
They're calling
happens.
us.
This
Okay?
is what happens every day. I mean, we call them and they call us. We're like, hey, look, check this site out. When you get a chance, call us back, get set up, because we have to talk to you in person, go in the back end, and we're approving it every single shop manually, dude, to make sure that it's not just some guy that
Right.
wants to go in there and blow out a bunch of books on eBay. You know what I mean? That it's actually a legitimate retailer.
Dude,
So, I mean, that's kind of cool. You see it right here in action, live. They're calling us, man.
they're calling us. And look, I actually get to say us because, yes, I'm part of what's going on here now. I'm part of it. I'm offering my services for promotion to people that set up in this page. If you set up on this site, you're gonna get the Pops effect. I'm gonna be out there talking about your book. That's all. You know, what else can I say? That's what I do all day, but I'm gonna do it a lot more and a lot more intensely for the people that are part of this project, because this is for us, man. This is for comic people.
It is.
You know, this is for us, man. I'm so behind this, y'all don't even know. Y'all think, oh, he's just trying to make. Am I making anything, Mike?
Nah, man, I can't even afford to pay you. You're doing all this voluntarily.
I'm doing this voluntarily, hoping that someday it might pay off. Hell yeah, but it ain't because
And you know what?
cut me a check today. You know, it's.
I haven't made a dime either. I've spent money to get this done.
I know. You've invested money in a web page, obviously, and time building it. Just like I'm, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, this isn't about like the $1 million get. That it's about helping everybody. It's about you guys, creators, having lower costs to get your stuff in people's hands, to get your stuff on bookshelves. You know, how would someone in Dubai get paid? It's all through Stripe. So if you can set up your Stripe account, that's where you set up how you get paid, all that, right, Mike?
Right. That's absolutely right. You got to have and be able to be approved for a Stripe account. That is integral. And the reason why is because we use a technology called Stripe Connect. Now, what this does, it splits up the transaction. So when a customer comes and they make a purchase, I get my cut, which is the 3% platform fee. The rest immediately goes into your Stripe account. I don't ever touch it. So I don't have any control over your money. It never passes through my hands. It's all going to the creator who created the campaign.
And there's a reason they're using that, because we don't want your money. We don't want to, we don't want to hold your money. We want you to take your money and put it toward printing your book and getting your book on the shelves of stores.
Right.
That's what we're trying to do. Get your money to you and more of your money to you, which is something that's kind of getting left in the behind here. More of your money to you.
It's actually really good.
Mindy looks like she's having a good time, so I'm going to say our counter's about to go up. Ting ting.
Yep.
Another retailer. Another retailer.
Man, they're excited about this, man, because the retailer community is hurting. They're hurting bad. DC cut 25% of their titles. The SJW stuff's not really selling too well.
Even Marvel went to digital with some of their titles. We were buying
Scream.
We were buying Scream, and then issue 6 was digital, and it was like,
yeah. I mean, they're having a hard time, and they see this as new life, as a breath of fresh air, as something that they can grab onto, make money off of, and keep feeding their families, man.
This is our time, the indie time. This is our time. Those other guys, the big two, got too concerned with their movies. Okay, just think about it. They got too concerned with movies and they don't care about comics. It's our time. It's time for the indie creator. It's time for the fan to get new characters and new stories. And the same rewashed, hogwash crap, you know.
And, you know, I've spoken with the industry legends, man. I mean, I've had lengthy conversations at shows in the green room with Stan Lee. And he never intended on having his characters at Marvel last as long as they did.
No.
Because he said when he was a kid, there would be all kinds of new characters all the time. They just keep coming out with them. He never once intended for the characters that he created to last this long.
You want them to
I was fascinated by that.
You know, you want them to age. Okay, I wanted my character, my heroes to age with me. Of course, my favorite is Thor. He's immortal, so he gets to go on and do what he does. But, you know, it's like I wanted my heroes to age with me. You know, they don't.
No.
Peter
Hollywood just recycles them and spits them out. How many times in the movies has Batman's origin been told? How many times has his parents been shot on the big screen? My Lord.
What I'm saying. They don't care about us. And now's our time. Now's the time for the indie books to get your characters seen. Get out there. Get them on the shelves next to Superman, next to Spider-Man, on the shelf in the indie world, man, on the retailer shelves, making a mark. Now's your time. There's never going to be a better time.
Right.
So go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just got a call from a comic shop. They're excited. They let me know that it's not totally mobile responsive, which we know. We've been telling people that this is really something you got to do on your desktop, because
right.
It's a compliment that people think that it is mobile responsive, because that means that as opposed to just looking like a real block of HTML, because it's designed to be somewhat responsive for mobile, but it's not designed to be 100% on mobile. So, and that's right. Deep in the code. That's not something that we can like turn on and off. So we're recommending everybody do this stuff, you know, complete transactions, build campaigns, create user accounts, even just on the desktop. I know that people really use mobile and a lot of tablets, but we'll get there. We're not quite there yet. Even I think Indiegogo has the same disclaimer when it comes to creating a campaign and stuff. They say, please be sure to use on desktop and not mobile. Yeah. So
and that's,
let everybody know.
That makes sense. Look, if you're going to come out here and do this, you want it to be as professional as possible. And I'm sure it's a lot harder to do it like this than it is to have your screen lay it out in front of you and you can see what it's going to look like to people like me who are always on the computer.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't use a phone, man. Those things are a pain. A little teeny tiny. I can't do that text, it's like I need a keyboard, man.
Yeah, even user accounts too is just like the menu on the left. I would think would be tricky on mobile because you're swiping your thumb. So yes, it's just everybody should know desktop, please. The exciting part of that phone call, besides that, was that the comic shops received my email blast to know what's going on, and he's ready to buy some books. So
wow, look at that! Look at that!
He'd like to know when he can do that. And I said,
well, as soon as these creators get off their butts and decide to put some campaigns on our site, he'll be able to do that.
Yeah, I told him we have about 12, I think, in the back end that are awaiting to be published. But we've just kind of, because of the whole pre-launch thing, been reaching out to them this morning saying, are you ready to go? For sure. In case they were waiting, didn't get notice about the pre-launch, and we're just messing around in test phase, and hit it or something. So we're double checking and saying, hey, is your campaign ready to go? As soon as we get confirmation, we'll start making these live one by one. But there are campaigns in the back end of the site waiting to be released. Books are waiting to be bought. And ours, we need to build boobs.
Well, we're doing it right now.
Yeah, we got a lot of covers.
Feel free to stick around, Pops. You don't have to keep leaving. I mean, I like having you.
I still got the Munchkin. There ain't a parent here, so if I check out,
it's fine. Bring the Munchkin on.
No, he's upstairs, man. I got to keep going up and checking on him, make sure he ain't all into anything he ain't supposed to be in.
Yeah. No worries. We totally understand.
He's a 4-year-old boy, man. You got to keep an eye on him.
That you do. When our boy was 4-year-old, I'm pretty sure he was sticking a bunch of candy in a sock.
Another question.
Yeah.
Is it Apple friendly?
Just
if you're on an Apple computer, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just said does it support Mac? So
Yeah.
Just as much as any other website would, yeah. But
this is what we want, everybody. Ask questions, man, because the more that you guys know what's taken care of, the more comfortable you're going to feel setting your campaign up. If you got questions, now's time. Give it to us. Man, you guys, I'm starting to get a little bit excited about this right now. Some people might be sitting out there thinking that was a staged phone call. It wasn't,
No.
It wasn't, because I seen her face. Oh, it's a retailer.
Oh, yeah, no, you heard my phone ring, didn't you? I can show you my call history, too. But
I don't want anybody thinking we're just setting that up. The counter's about to go up. Watch. You guys see the counter on the homepage, right? You know how many retailers have registered. That's not us just throwing a number up there trying to suck you in, or that number be way bigger.
Yeah. Yes, it would. I'd start off with 1,000 and be like, look at this.
Right?
As somebody registers, we're not BSing you. That's how many retailers are actually interested. And as they sign up, it will go up. Okay? This is strictly to serve the community. Or y'all know I wouldn't even be involved in it. That's all I've done for 9 months since I got involved with the comic-related madness and the CromCon and all that. All I've done is served the community. If this was not to serve you, I would not jump in with both feet. I'm letting y'all know that. There ain't no other way I can endorse it other than that. I'm dropping my time on it. It ain't my project. I'm dropping my time on it. Just like I do all you guys that create books. I drop my time on getting it out there and getting it seen. Now I'm trying to help you put it in the place where everybody gets to see it.
Yep.
Yeah,
You look at that video on the page. You got a retailer in Colorado, a retailer in Florida, a retailer in Texas, a retailer in Vegas. They're all over the place, man. They're already signed up. Those people already signed up. Okay, there's they're involved. We should probably hide that so you don't be cold calling them people now. But You know, we got retailers involved in this that are behind this. Get your book up here.
Yep. They're ready. They're excited. They're just as excited as everybody else. Yep.
Yes.
And it's funny that I called a bunch of them over the past.
Yeah, there were 2 that weren't interested at all. Only 2.
Yeah. And actually, well, verbally 3. The third one said, we are not buying any extra books right now. But then they actually ended up signing up after they looked at it anyways.
So that didn't count them.
Yeah, so that doesn't count. But there were 2. One of them was closing, and one of them was, that crazy guy.
Yeah, the crazy guy.
He saw Mike's profile and he got triggered by he said he was appropriating the American flag on the Punisher symbol or something, and he flipped out. But the rest of them, I've made like 107 phone calls. Granted, there's a portion of there where people, like, are too busy, didn't answer their phones, didn't call back. Manager is only there 1 day a week, kind of thing. So shave that down to about, I'd say almost half, maybe a third shaved off of that. And then out of that, these are the people over the past week that signed up, these 28. And only 2 were not interested. One guy was not interested because he was closing down completely, and he had made that commitment a long time ago. And interestingly enough, it seemed like both of those guys relied on DC and Marvel and didn't really do anything indie at all. So yeah. And one guy was very, very negative. He was a guy closing down. He was very upset, I think, at the industry. And he was really upset. And he was one of those people who, like, you get on the phone with and they're like telling you everything that you're doing wrong. It dragged me down a little bit. It was a hard phone call. But he only carried Marvel and DC. And he goes, oh, well, whatever, blah, 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 very negative. And then you have to realize that's only one guy. Like, that was only him doing all these phone calls. You could call the next guy and tell him about this idea. And they're like, oh my God, where has this been for 5 years, 10 years? I want in on this right now. So it just goes to show you that people, retailers, just as much as anybody else, do things very differently from each other. Some guys really love the indies. So some guys think Marvel and DC are the bread and butter, but so far I haven't heard from a guy that's closing down their shop when they're super into indies. It seems to be only helping them. So yeah, very, very interesting feedback from people. It's been very interesting. And I think the pressure has started to build over the past 3 days as we got close to this pre-launch. And these retailers really want to see people's books now. They're waiting on you guys to get them up here. So Mike and I are going to do our part. We've got Boobs. We've got Karma, my book that's been sitting on the shelf for a long time now, ready to give to you guys. And so we will have retailer perks for those. Yeah. So we're also
build it out, Mindy. Finish it.
Okay, but we have several variants here and stuff, Mike. So I don't know how in depth we're gonna get here.
We can always add to it later. Just get it up.
Okay.
Just act like you're setting it up. I mean, like you said, this is the other cool thing about it, y'all. You can go back and edit it. If you want to fix stuff, you can fix stuff. If you don't like how it looks when you put it up, you can go, oh, or if you have something else to add, variant covers, whatever, you get to go back and fix it, add more.
So,
okay, is it perk fund type?
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm skipping ahead.
Well, I mean, just make sure people understand what it is you're
okay.
doing.
Yes.
Treat it like a tutorial.
Sorry, I got carried away. I was thinking to myself.
Tell me, I need to know.
So I'll start from the top. I had done the title here, the goal amount, the start and end date. Although we did choose never expires for on demand. This start and end date is for the goal.
Right.
That's right. So we should probably put for the goal in there and write that down.
Right.
So that it's clear verbiage for the goal. Okay. Campaign details. We've got a short description. Boobs is a parody satire book about a cosplayer who, despite her enormous assets, can't seem to stay out of trouble. And we'll put from creators Mike and Mindy Wheeler. Campaign video. That's where you would put it. And it says right here, add YouTube video ID only. So when you go to a YouTube video and you click on it, you look at the URL up at the top or copy link or whatever. It's youtube.com/ a bunch of numbers and letters. That bunch of numbers and letters is what goes there. There's an example in the ghost text for people to be able to see. Campaign long description. Here I've added some media, my logo. And let's see. I'm going to put a parody satire. Oops, I can't spell today. By up and coming creators.
No. By a huge pair of creators.
There you go. See what Pop says.
By a huge pair of creators. Mike and Mindy Wheeler.
That's why they keep me around, y'all.
You're clever. And I'm going to center all of this, I think. Boom. Boobs. Yes, it really is. Yes, it really is called that. Yes, it's really here. I got my cover. Regular cover. Yes, it's real.
And then the blank cover will just have the logo.
Oh yeah, that's another. We have a bunch. Sketch cover.
Yeah, we can do all those covers and take this down in just a little bit. We just want to put it up so we can kind of see the flow of stuff. So just do the one regular cover.
From Breakout Writer, there's our little description. Interior sample. I've got a little interior sample there. Format it. And we can, you can go as crazy as you want. Campaign FAQ. I'm going to do this again. When will the books ship? Body. The featured image. I already chose that cover image. Number of perks. We're just going to do one for a regular cover. This is the box you would click if you just wanted to show to verified retailers.
Okay, so you would set right there, if you're going to do retailers, go ahead and click that box for the first perk. That's fine. Okay, and then your perk title would be retailer regular cover. Okay, and then it says perk price. I'm going to do 25 cents to 50 cents over cover what it costs to print plus shipping. Shipping I can estimate to be around. You can ship 5 books for $7, so you're looking at an extra $3. So I'm going to set shipping at the perk price at $7 a book. So perk price. Yeah, I've shipped so many books, I can just do that shit in my head. I know not everybody can, and we'll get a calculator up or something to help you guys out
eventually
in the next few days.
Okay, yeah.
So so $7 a book is a good price for reach. Actually, drop it down to $6.50.
Okay.
Yeah, $6.50, and then perk limit. I want to limit all comic shops to only buying 100 copies each. Okay, because I don't want them to have a huge freaking stockpile. Perk minimum quantity order. The minimum quantity order I want to set at 20 copies.
Limits.
Yeah, I want to say that this box right here is like $16 to ship this priority box. It holds like 35, 40 comics packaged correctly.
Okay.
So when you're figuring shipping for retailers, you figure they're going to buy a box of books, not a Gemini with 5 in it. So
right.
Yeah,
$16 I think is what this costs. And then there's another one that's even bigger. This is the
okay, so let me do the math on that real quick.
regional rate. This is the regional rate box, the B box for priority.
35 books and $16 in shipping. $2.18 plus we're looking at $3.25 to print. Actually,
I mean, the retailers, they, you know, I mean, it comes down to the shipping or the printers.
Yeah, I was right.
They know how to ship them to the retailers. They know how to get them.
Yeah. So just so you know, Pops, I was dead on. It's about $6 a book.
That sounds about right too. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I was dead on. It's $6 a book. So $6.50. So you could do, yeah, $6.50 is fine. You just do 6. That's fine. We'll just do 6.
Okay, now I have a question, Mike. You've been the one handling a lot of this functionality, and not me. The perk limit, is that for the?
That's for the entire amount of this perk. So if you're going to do a retailer print run, you might want to set that higher.
Like 1,500, right? Like
yeah.
Print run limit, basically. It's the print. Yeah. For the retailer regular cover, and no more books will be available after that is kind of the thought process, right?
Yeah, because and it also comes to, you want to have market value a little bit, so you don't want to print like an unlimited number of books. You want to sell out, kind of thing.
Okay,
that way,
because you got, what if you got 400 retailers hitting you up for 1,500 books?
Well, they better get on the next one.
You might not want to use that high, though. Do you see what I'm saying? If we're talking about,
that's why you do a second printing.
Yeah, you can do a second printing.
You might not
want
to put that original number so high.
That's why
if you get 100 printer or 100 retailers want 1,500 books, that's a whole bunch of books.
Yeah, it is.
You know, I mean, so maybe make that a little lower so we do keep that first print run low.
Yeah, so I'd say 1,500, and that's it.
1,500. Yeah, and that's how it works in comics. And I think it's PTG.
Yeah, but see, this is 1,500. That's all you're going to let. So this has to come off as retailers grab them then.
It does.
Okay, so I just want to make sure all that's part of the set.
Yeah, that's what it means. That's what the limit means. That means once 1,500 are sold, no more can be ordered.
Okay, so now, again, does this also count the Kickstarter side of it, or
no?
Okay,
this is just for our site.
More than 1,500 books printed in that first print run. That's just 1,500 to retailers. So, so retailers, when you see that perk limit, you know that's all there's going to be. Better get yours.
Yep.
That's usually how it goes. Even Marvel and DC calculate pre-orders. They work based off pre-orders, not much different than crowdfunding either. The retailers have to order Marvel and DC books 2 months in advance and place their orders. And then Diamond prints according to that number. So, and then when they run out, Diamond takes, orders if it's available for like pre-orders again, like a second printing will appear if people want to buy that. And again, it's a 2-month pre-order process where if they get the orders, they'll print the book. But the print runs are limited, and that's what makes first printings so valuable. This is how it works. I mean, every time you run out of a print run, you print another. And sometimes the second print run is significantly larger than the first. So that makes the first even more valuable.
Right.
So, yeah, that's how the comic.
And then, you go down there and you set another one up, and then just do that for the regular people.
Okay, well, hang on. Perk fund type, you should go over, should it be 100% threshold or immediately deliver funds?
100% threshold, because we haven't got any money on this book and it's not printed.
Okay. Regular cover. I'll say magazine style because it kind of is. Or no, that's, I know that could be confused with magazine size books. So regular cover. Perk long description.
Just throw up the image again.
Yeah, I think that's self-explanatory.
It's boobs. That's
It's
what you're buying.
boobs. And now we
There you
had, just in case this happens, we had anticipated the images. Do they show up on the perks now? Everything good with
They do.
that? Okay. All right. So we're going to make another perk. That's perk number 1. So we're going to add one. And they appear and disappear in real time. So see, I just added 2. There's perk number 2. If I want to take it away, back down to 1, it's gone. So that's how that functionality works. I'm going to make it 2. That's the retailer regular cover, first printing. Isn't it PTNG is printing? There's an abbreviation there. PRTNG. I forget. I'm just going to write printing because I forget what the abbreviation is for printing. Okay, this one's not going to be shown to retailers. Perk title, regular cover. Perk price. This is for anybody, not just retailers. So
Okay, so we're going to do $20, and that includes shipping.
okay. Perk limit.
Okay. Perk limit, 1,500.
1,500.
So now we have a print run. If this makes sense to you, now you have a print run of 3,000 books.
Yes.
Does this make sense?
Because we have because we have a perk limit there of 1,500 and a perk limit there of 1,500. If you wanted, so together they make 3,000. If you wanted it to be just 1,500, you would have to change those numbers. Because that means 1,500 could be there, 1,500 could be here. Perk minimum quantity order 1, right? Or just 0 minimum quantity order. You're the functionality guy.
You can hit 1 or just leave it blank. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Immediately deliver funds or 100% threshold. We got to do threshold because we are trying to fund the book. If you have the book already ready to go and you're printing,
then immediately.
Yeah, then immediately makes total sense. But we're going to do threshold. Perk description. What did I do for this perk description? Regular cover. So we're going to do, regular cover again. Add media, and we're going to do this again. There we go. And which should I save it as a draft then so we can preview? You good with that?
You can submit it for review.
Okay. Please, for your account security, please verify the show to retailer buttons are appropriately selected, deselected before submitting. And that is there because sometimes these boxes will self-check. That is an issue we've been working with the past couple days here, past day, whatever, where they automatically check. So if you do
you'll go in there after you save your campaign, you'll go back in and both boxes will be checked. It's just something we got to work out in the code real quick to get it to remember which boxes are checked and which ones are not. We'll get it worked out.
We will. So if by chance your campaign looks like you go on the front end and the perks aren't there, but you can go into your campaign and you see that it's all there, that's probably that. It's because the boxes are auto checking and we're working on getting that resolved. Just a little bug. So what it's doing is it's checking all the retailers and it's hiding it from everybody because they're retailer perks and the retailer perk functionality works that it doesn't show people. So it's a good thing, but submit for review. Okay. I don't know if I actually clicked that. My mouse went funny. Oh yeah, I did. Okay.
Yep.
Your campaign has been submitted and is awaiting review. You can see.
And then it'll come to us. We'll get a notification. We'll go back in the back end and we'll make it live. And that's how it works.
Yep. Oh, look at that.
and this is what it will look like
they're going to
when it is
dissect
published.
your campaign and decide whether or not it's okay.
No.
That means they're going to go in the backside, make your campaign live.
As long as there's no titties showing and you're not selling anything illegal, you will have zero problems from us.
Yep.
Like, I mean, if we go in there and you're selling like weed pipes or crack pipes or, weird kinds of shit, we're going to say, dude, no, you can't sell that shit on our site, man. Like, go down to your tobacco shop. Because
make me want to just get out the screen entirely.
So this would be good. I mean, I submitted it for review just for testing, but if I had saved it as a draft, I could go in here, look at it now and say, oh, what changes do I have to make? I need to fix that graphic. I would resize it, bring it down, mess with it so you could actually see it instead of it being cut off on her torso. This, I see I needed to click the image as an editor and center the image there. I missed that and I missed that one. So, you know, nothing different than any other text editor. That's what a draft is for. That's what the cover is like. I could resize that too. And the sample page. So this would all be good.
In that area right there, you have the capability to put all your different reward stuff, you know, your stretch goals, backer goals, all that stuff, just like you would in a regular campaign. Whatever you want to put out there.
In fact, I think that it's handy if you're a graphic designer, because stretch goals isn't, I don't think, I haven't used Kickstarter, but like on a stretch goal, it's usually just a graphic. See this 7K?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's like, just the picture. Yeah.
It's just like what we do. You know, we're doing the same thing. It's that easy to set it up on this site as it is to set it up on
I'm building something even cooler, Pops.
No, I'm saying
before too long.
As
before
easy
too
to
long,
set it up and make.
It's not going to be a graphic. It's going to be something that you can go in there and add yourself and save it, and it automatically puts it up there.
Well, like stretch goals automatically they go into your packages anyway. It's just something the creator's showing you. Hey, look what we're going to give you when we get to this. You know, it's not anything they need to click on. And now, unless you have, again, add-ons. Like if you look at the bottom of the Mojo campaign, we have graphics for all the things that you can order as add-ons, as well as the regular stretch goals, backer goals, you know, tier graphics, all that. At the bottom, it also shows all the add-ons that you can get as graphics. So, you know, there I can see where it'd be an easy click on. Bam, I want that add-on. Bam, I want that add-on. You know, so yeah, I see where you can incorporate that in. You see, now backer goals, that's something we did because we think the amount of people that buy our books is more important than the amount of money that you make off the book. Because really, in the end, you think about it, these small projects like this, you know, we're paying for the book. You know, they're not making a bunch of money off this. They're paying for the books. You know, what it costs to print them, all the tchotchkes, all that, you know. They're buying all that stuff. Oh, who's that guy?
Yeah, this is very cool. And so, see, this campaign has a lot of images, page scripts, and so we encourage people to put graphics, videos.
We wanted to give the first 4 pages, but the lettering wasn't done yet at the time they set it up. It is done now. The book's done. It's going to go right to print 3 days as soon as the campaign's over. It's going right to print.
That's a cool page right there.
That's Mojo and Hera. Yeah, Hera is his serpent.
That's cool. I like the colors.
She's not really his friend. She's like the devil on your shoulder, the one that gives you the bad ideas. You know.
That's cool. I really dig this book.
But yeah, we wanted to show the first 5 pages because we had added pages. So we were like, all right, since there's more at the back end, let's show them the front end and see if we can bring them in, you know. And that's Hera, like I said, that's Raj, my boy Raj. Raj is, if it wasn't for Raj, I'm going to tell you guys right now, there'd be no Pops. There would be no guy that you guys want around coming up with the clever sayings. It would never happen without that guy turning me into a comic book character and really creating everything that's happened in the comic related madness because of that. You know, the crom-coms, all this stuff happened because Raj turned me into an image or a brand or whatever you want to call it, you know. So he's kind of the guy that gets a lot of the credit for a lot of the stuff I'm doing, you know.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's what's so cool about the indie community, that these things can happen outside of the big 2. And I'm reading his bio here too. He's worked in a major retail company for 22 years, in charge of general merchandise, control of orders, product stock, ensuring customers' needs are taken care of. It sounds like he's a good person to be able to fulfill and ship books.
Oh yeah, customer service will be no issue with us. It's no issue with us at all. That's, I mean, that's one of the things. The first thing that he and I kind of were exposed to was bad fulfillment.
Really?
In a different project, and it was like, no, man, we can't be associated with people that operate like that, and we have to do something different, And he started doing something different, and I started promoting him over here, and then he included me in it, which was just unbelievable, turning me into an actual part of the story. I'm not just a cameo in this one. I'll be in book 2, I mean. And then they went a step farther. They took a drawing that my grandson made. Let's see if I got it handy. If I got it handy right here. I don't know. I don't think I do. But it was a little drawing of a little, just a little character looking little thing. And
I wish I could see it.
I showed it to Raj, and he showed it to Manny, who's the interior. If you want to scroll down, you get Manny. He's the interior artist and co-writer. And I showed this little caricature thing to Manny, and Manny turned it into an actual character. And of course, Isaac had already given it powers and everything, so they built on that and they created that character, and that character will be in book 2. So my little 7-year-old grandson will actually get credit as a comic character creator in the next book.
That's so cool.
So they were, I mean, they're just cool people. They included us in what they're doing. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time trying to make sure that everybody sees their book and buys their book. Another thing I wanted to say about their book too is, like, we've been talking about it for a long time. I mean, we started talking about it, I think, back in December, and then COVID hit in April, and they put it on hold, and that's when they brought this guy on, Edwin Artex Badillo. And the colors went from okay to oh my God. And that was when you got all that lit up neon looking hair and all that. Edwin brought that splash, that color, that flash to the book. So they redid all the colors, added pages, instead of just sitting on what we had in April and waiting. We improved it, made it better and better and better. You're not what? You're not what? You're not what, Raj? You're the man, bro. I don't care what anybody says. And Keith Braun was the last piece of the puzzle. I think they just finished up the letters, or they're just finishing up the letters on book 1. So, like I said, it'll be ready to go to print as soon as the campaign's over. 3 more days, get your mojo on. And then, of course, the next guy is Greg Harms from Third Empire, and he's the publisher. Was partners with Roman Morales III back in the day, and Roman, of course, passed a few years ago, and Greg went to the family and said, "Can do I have your blessing? Can we do this again?" And they said, "Yeah." And Third Empire is reborn, and hopefully, I mean, get some success out of Mojo and a couple of the other books they got going on. Blood of Gods just funded right on the last day, I think, or the day before the last day. They got a couple other books, Alien Skies, Cold Front, getting ready to pop out. So, they got a few titles coming out under the Third Empire banner. And maybe they'll be able to jump in over here as that one of them publishers, like we were talking about earlier, that had as many books as you want under your banner up at the time.
This is all really awesome.
That's Raj's studio right there, Outlaw Studios.
I love it. You guys have such a cool just concept and design going on here. I think it's really awesome. I think the character is so cool. He's an iconic character. I was reading their bios, and who is it? The artist is a priest. And
Yes.
African traditional religions, Haitian voodoo, Paulo Mayombe. I don't know how to say it. In Santeria. That's so neat. Now, I noticed on my Vampirella a surge at the end. So like at the last couple of days, you get people like, oh,
It's almost over. I forgot. I better get it.
Like they're waiting till the last minute.
There always are. I mean, there's those people that wait and see if it funds, first. I mean, oh, look at this. We got Jimmy Reyes. Jimmy Reyes, what's up, bro? We're looking at Mojo now, but we just went through a tutorial for setting up your campaign on the Indie Crowdfund site. And if you come back and watch this again later and watch the first part of it, Mindy goes through exactly how to set up your site. Right now, we're just looking at Mojo because I was talking about all the different graphics and stuff that they threw into the campaign and how you can do this on the Indie Crowdfund site too. You can set up this full layout with all your stuff, just like they do on Kickstarter. There's that Jim O'Reilly Gator.
Yeah, Tommy does nice inks. Jimmy, inks by Jimmy, I see.
Yeah, Jimmy Reyes, he's up in there.
That's awesome. And a sketch
He's
cover.
also part of this action, you see, I think.
It's an indie comics community. Everybody is here. Wow, look at these just awesome covers. It's really, really nice, Pops.
And then, of course, they did the connecting covers with Luke and Travis over at Voodoo Nations. That was the pair I got. I got one of each of those because, you gotta have the connectors, man. It was just too cool. Yeah, it's not an option anymore because when their campaign ended, that one ended. That particular cover, you can't get it now. So there's only like 28 or 30 of those sets out there. So that will be added to one of my rare books.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was only a few of those covers done. You had to jump on just in like a 10-day period between the beginning of Mojo starting and where Voodoo Nations ended.
These are the characters from the book, right? Because there's Hera.
Yes.
Look at that pig guy. Oh my gosh.
That's Brute. That's Brute.
This is so cool. I just want to
Brute the Battle Pig.
Tarot cards, very cool. I was gonna do some tarot cards for Karma too. Great.
Yeah, and the beads, the first 50 physical backers got Mardi Gras beads.
Oh, I saw the Mardi Gras beads. That's awesome. And so you guys, Raj will be putting Mojo Rising, I think, on Indie Crowdfund too, coming up soon, right?
And
he has a campaign on there.
He says something about Mindy's cover will rock it.
Yes.
And people at Indie Vault throwing us a little love. Appreciate you guys over there, man. Varian, Randy, Rob, Meredith.
Yeah, I like those guys.
Lola. Jeez, she's so quiet. Lola, you got to talk more. She's in charge over there now. She's so quiet. She's still the last one comes to mind. Come on, Lola. Take over, baby. Take over there. And Jimmy, peace. Good seeing you out there. Man, if you get a chance, watch the tutorial. Check it out. Back to this thing Raj said right here. Okay, go ahead. Say something.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah,
I thought you were talking to Raj, like in the comments. I'm sorry. I screen share and I can't see you. But so yeah, I was doing this sketch. Right now I gotta grab a Lobo sketch. And he said Mojo Rising was a Lobo inspired part of Mojo Rising. So this was my last Saturday night sketches. I did this Lobo for Raj. And it's gonna go up on the wall of Outlaw Studios. Let me stop sharing for a second so I can see what I'm doing.
I got you. You're good. You could have left that alone.
Okay.
I had you.
I got to take the red out of his forehead. I forgot to do that. So before I send it to him, I will do that. But This is his sketch now. And I was telling him how I liked Mojo Rising so much. I thought the character design was so cool. And I had seen the Gator cover and looked at the campaign. The Gator cover is stellar, but they're all cool too. All the art is really, really good. And I'm an art person. The story is cool. The characters are cool. Yeah, it's just a really good book, Pops. So
Yes.
he said maybe we should get a Mindy Wheeler cover for issue 2.
And yes, we will be running a Mojo campaign on indiecrowdfund.com, which means I'm going to be working even harder to make sure everybody sees this site.
That's awesome.
You know, because that's where it all began. That's what I try to say. It's like the day Raj told me we're putting you in a book was the day I became a comic book promoter. You know what I mean? Because it was like, then it like, I mean, I wanted him to succeed. I'm gonna be in it. Oh hell yeah, I want you to sell as many copies as you can, bro. You know, I even try to sell to people that don't like me. Hey, Rod's probably gonna have me get my ass whipped all the time. If you want to see me get my ass whipped all the time, buy Roz's book. Because the more I irritate him and annoy him, the more he wants to have Brute whoop my ass. You know. So it's a selling point, you know. If you like me, buy the book. If you don't like me, buy the book. Either way, you're going to enjoy it.
Oh, Indie Bolt says congrats. Cool. I saw you saying they showed us love, but now I can actually see the comments.
Yeah, it's so nice, man. Thanks to Varian and all you guys over there, man.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh yeah, Rob. Yeah, I might have forgot Rob. Rob too. Yep, everybody over there. And appreciate the fact that they've been giving us a little bit of love and talking about the books that we present to them, and I'm going to do that also. Every time somebody adds their book, you know, to the site, we'll try to make sure that they know that over there on the comic news segment of Indie Vault, so that you get airplay over there too. That's the whole thing. I'm trying to work with everybody. I mean, I want everybody to work with us. I want to work with everybody. I want to get everybody on the store shelves, man. You know,
I think everybody wants that. They want it. The retailers, the creators, and the fans. I think they all want it. Yeah.
And I know that Varian's working on some kind of a distribution thing too. You know, so it's like everybody's trying to do something to make everything better for the indie community. You know, we'll figure out a way where we all work together and it'll benefit everybody. You know, even if it's just letting everybody know what the other guy's doing, we'll do what we can to benefit everybody. You know, that's
what makes this an actual community, which is why I came back to comics in 2018 anyways, after I wasn't very happy with the mainstream working in it over there. And I thought there was a big online community, and it took me a while to find the right one. But this little niche here, you guys, you Pops, Indie Volt, Raj, all you guys, Larry, Niobe, you know, John De La Rose, all these people. There's so many people involved that actually are positive. Mike Barron. Yeah.
Mike Barron, I finally got my Nexus novel today. Woo!
Nice.
Man, I waited so long. This was supposed to be here before my last con.
Oh.
Okay. And it got lost in the mail. I never got it. So they sent another one. And still took like 8 days or something to get here. It's crazy. But it got here today with a comic. Yeah, I'm pretty jacked. Thanks, Mike.
That's cool.
And that's another person that I know that will be throwing something at us to put on the page. You know, I mean, he's 100% behind what we got going on. I know there's a couple other names that you guys have off on the wings that are going to be throwing some support our way. You know, I mean,
these are all people that love what they do. They want to create good books and they love it. So
we're trying to make it so you all can actually work at this.
Yeah, I guess someone messaged me this morning that I had talked to weeks ago about it. They've had a book on Kickstarter, and It was when we were in just the beginning. I was kind of telling me about it, and approached him with the idea, and hadn't heard a word from him for a while. Said, "Oh, thanks. Talk to you later." And then he just messaged me this morning and said, "I'm creating a user account." So it's cool how the word gets around. And we just partnered with Fairy Metal too over the past couple days. We got their logo in. Mike, I got to send it to you. They do the best metal printing in the industry. They're fantastic, really nice people. Actually, Jacob and Julie, who own Fairy Metal, have been making a book themselves on Kickstarter. And done very well. So everybody is involved. It's very cool. We have enough talent here in the indie community to really make this a reputable, streamlined, guns blazing part of the industry. And we've really put in place. Yep. So many good characters, a whole indie universe that these fans, some of them don't have social media accounts, don't do crowdfunding in the comic shops, that they either have no idea or they intentionally don't do crowdfunding because they want to support their comic shops. They're missing out on all those guys, and those guys are going to love what you guys have to offer. So it's so crazy how it fits together so well.
And like I said, anybody that knows me and knows what I do in my group and in my cons and on my show is I promote people's books. Put your book on this site. Give me a reason to give you some extra, to throw something extra at you when it comes to how I promote you, okay? Some people I share their books. Some people I'm really excited and I'll write a little something about it, Some people I'll drop a hashtag because I'm part of their action and I want to make sure that it gets a little extra. If you're part of this site, you're going to get the hashtag, the little description, the whole thing. You're going to get the pops effect. I'm going to do my best to make sure people see your stuff.
Right on, Pops.
Not that I don't already do that, but it's going to be like it's going to be like the job. Make sure these people get seen. And then whoever else gets seen on the side, that's fine too. But you guys will get the priority of my time. That's what I'm trying to say. And it looks like Greg Harms is setting up the page as we speak.
That's cool.
So Mojo is about to be part of this too. Can't be more happy than that right now. Yeah, I got a little goosebumpy.
Make sure you do your retailer perks and include shipping. Shipping. We're working on it, man.
Yeah, we can integrate shipping potentially later in the checkout process, but that requires a whole development of a plugin, extensions and stuff, extensive development, and then you get the post office stuff integrated into that. So it's not something we can do tomorrow. It's going to take a little bit of time and funding to get that in there. But it is in the future a prospect for having it calculate shipping for you in the checkout. Just not yet. Let's get this off and running first, get the ball rolling, and then we can all work to improve it.
If you want to do me a favor, Mindy, maybe send Raj the link to that 9-minute tutorial so that he can send it to Greg. And if Greg, if he has any questions, maybe he can get what he needs off that before going anywhere else,
Yeah, definitely. There's a link on YouTube and Facebook. Let me grab that right now.
That way Greg can look at that video, the short video of the setting up the creator actual page. I know he knows what he's doing, but it can't hurt to have questions right there readily be available to ask, or answers right there.
There we go. So I'll put it right here in the chat, but I gotta find Greg so I just don't lose it. Let me Greg Harms.
I am getting a lot of some retweets and stuff out of this actual feed on Twitter too, just so you know.
Ooh.
Gee, should I drop it in Liefeld's stream?
Dude, I can't wait till the day where they have to take my boobs book blank cover and someone asks him to draw some boobs on it.
Oh, I know. You know, how about this? How about I post the video in the Comic Related Madness group? So is that a good solution? So everybody can see it?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so long as, yeah. Where is it? Oh, in the private chat.
Share into
Okay, I got it.
group Comic Related Madness. There you go. Share. Boom. So
Right.
now that's a good tutorial of how to make that all happen.
That link right there. Bam. Yeah, we put it in Comics Cast. We put it everywhere. We don't care. It's what we do. I'm getting so good at finding other places, new audiences and stuff too. Like that show yesterday morning. I never heard that guy before, but I went out there and talked about everything.
Oh man, that was awesome. Having a Comicsgate guy say, "Wow."
That Hog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, he liked what you're putting together. That's
That's great. That's what we want.
Yeah, who's not gonna like this? I mean, this is putting money in your pocket that you didn't have access to before. The retailers, come on. This opens the market, man. This turns you into business people and not just a guy who prints 100 books, 150 books every now and then. Put you in the game with people that print a lot of books.
Should I kind of go through our website and show people around?
You most certainly should.
I can do that.
You can show off where they can see the FAQs, show them where the FAQs are at so they know where to get the ready information. Show them the video. Show them the fulfillment perks that are listed. It's like show them awesome slogans right there at the front, right there in the beginning. Look at that.
I wonder who came up with that.
I don't know. I think it was the executive vice president of marketing or something.
Some guy.
Some guy. Look at that. 28 retailers. 28 retailers.
And they're waiting to buy books. So.
And if a fourth of them bought 10 books from you, that's 45 books, 50 books. Come on.
And new fans. I talked to one guy. Hang on, I got my coffee. The one comic shop owner, and they said that they don't do anything social media, and nobody in their store does. Like, it's an old-fashioned store where they go in and it's pure hands-on books. That's all they do. No digital, no PDF.
Yeah, this guy puts together like
booklets,
pictures out of the catalog, out of the Diamond catalog, and organizes them into a booklet for his customers and has them check off what they want to order and then gets it back from him, and that's all he orders.
I'm
so
pretty sure Daniel's shop did sign up, Raj. I'm pretty sure Brandon signed up.
Let me look at what he's talking about.
The collective down there in Florida.
I don't know. I'd have to look in the back end on that.
I know they planned on it, so.
Okay. Some people get really busy on Mondays. The comic shops are really busy. And it's one thing that they have Diamond orders, but they also now have DC orders because they're two different fulfillments. So the comic shops have been in double labor mode on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. They're busy. They're very, very busy on Mondays and Tuesdays, and Wednesdays are a little bit better, but it's New Comic Book Day, so everybody comes in. Okay, got it. I shared my screen. So today they might be quite a bit busy, but
hold on.
Okay. Let's see. Learn about how it works.
You click on learn about how it works, and you see right there, trust ratings. As creators, you fulfill, your trust rating goes up. That's how that works. You don't fulfill, you don't get one. You're out.
Well, you know, the retailers aren't messing around. If they're going to buy your book, it's
I'm not messing around either. I'm not messing around either. It's straight up. This is about fulfilling for the fans. Remember who we do this for.
Yeah.
Okay? Remember who we do this for. We fulfill for the fans, just like the comic shops do. They put the books on the shelves for the fans. You want to be that gold trusted seller guy because you want us to see that next to your Kickstarter or next to your indie crowdfund campaign so that we can go, yeah, dude fulfills. Boom, no question there, because usually that's first question.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's usually the first question. Does this guy fulfill?
Yep. You said you had problems with bad fulfillment. That's what you said. What are you laughing at so much?
I'm laughing because that guy from Boston is the guy how Raj and I kind of found out that we were both comic people, because I told you we met arguing about music. Remember?
Oh.
We met arguing about music. That's how Raj and I became friends, was arguing about music. So we didn't know each other was comic guys, and then when we found out each other was comic guys, it was like he was working with somebody and they were putting together a campaign, and I got involved in heavily promoting their campaign because Raj was my bud and I was trying to help him out. And the dude sucked at fulfillment and made us all look bad. And we basically cut ties with dude. And it's like we're trying to do it right because that's what you're supposed to do, is do it right. Anyway, that's how that goes. Let me see this right here. We got Steven Sample of Dominican Sketch Time Media from Virginia looking on. And what we have here, sir, is the newest next phase of crowdfunding for indie campaigns. It puts you on the store shelves of participating retailers that like what you're doing. They're not just going to buy your book. It's got to be good. This is the other thing that people need to consider now. You're talking about putting your books on store shelves. Don't half-ass it, man. Take the time to make the best possible product you can, because it's got to draw my attention when I'm walking down the aisle looking at everything on the wall. Your book's got to draw my attention. You know, do the very best you can do if you want people to reach up and grab it off the shelf. You know, it's a huge networking group we got in the madness. There's a whole bunch of great artists that'll do covers. You know, put a name on one of your books, on one of the different tiers you got going on. Put a name on a cover. Get your book seen. And then when the comic company or when the retailer calls you and says, I want to get your book, you make sure they know, hey, I got so-and-so did a cover for me. You want some of those? You see what I'm saying? You make available to them the stuff that's going to come off their shelves. There you go. And yeah, like right there. Every issue is your reputation.
Yep.
Mm.
You know, think of this as a business now. Think of this as this could put you in a place where you don't have to work a 9 to 5. When you're working full time on your book and retailers are putting your book on the shelves, now it's a real job. You know, make it your real job. We're trying to make it so you can. You just got to be part of it. You just got to let sure your fan base knows about it, so they'll come look and see. Your LCS, when you go in to buy some comic books next time, let them know about it. You know, this is how we are going to make a difference in the indie comic industry, is to be that change, not talk about the change.
That's right. That's exactly right. And now people have the opportunity to actually compete with mainstream. You know, there are some comic book shops that are super, super indie friendly. They love indies. They'll carry as much as half their store indies.
And there's some shops that are kind of angry with the big two right now and Diamond right now. And they're way more susceptible to being talked into putting your books on their shelves.
It's the perfect time.
Just be part of it.
And hey, Mike, are you listening right now?
Can you send me that link so I can fix that?
Yeah, I did.
I don't see it.
Oh, I can send it to you again. That was that how to create a campaign video. That
is it in email or on Messenger?
No, Facebook Messenger. I know we've been
That's
busy.
why I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's there. Sent it, I don't know, a couple hours ago.
That's fine. I'm fixing it right now. It'll be done in 2 seconds.
Yep. Let's see. I am affiliated with a certain group of people. Will I be welcomed here? Yes. We do not discriminate for any reason ever. As long as you don't have any illegal content in your products, you do you. The FAQ section is really, really good. So I suggest you use it and read it. Why are retailers not buying my stuff in case this happens? Well, not everyone will have the retailer community. Keep in mind, in order to be picked up by a retailer, there are several factors that can contribute to success. Quality of your product, price points, resale value, just to name a few. When creating a perk that you are intending for retailers to pick up, a golden rule is to be competitive in your pricing. Retailers are used to picking up 24-page books with a cover price of $3.99 and getting a 50% discount, which is roughly $2 per book. If you want to be on the shelves, you need to want to be competitive. And again, that's at your discretion. But I mean, you do have the opportunity now to be competitive. Let's see. Retailer FAQ. Will every campaign have retailer perks? No, it is optional, but you can. Each creator is responsible for their own fulfillment. So this is our FAQ page. It's, I think, very thorough. Let us know if you have any other questions there. The How It Works page.
Okay, that video's fixed. You can refresh it. It's there.
Okay, I believe you. I'm going to go. Oh, that was, this is the How It Works page. I mean, the What We Do page. This is that really awesome video with all the comic shops.
IndieCrowdfund.com.
Really glad that I found IndieCrowdfund.com.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Sterling with Alter Ego Comics and Games here in Baytown, Texas. I wanted to talk to you about something that I was presented with. It's called IndieCrowdfund.com. Awesome idea. The whole premise is you are crowdfunding indie comic books and also give the chance of having retailers having these indie comic books into their shop.
Crowdfunding indie comics is not a new idea. Coupling that with access to retailers and giving retailers access to the newest indie projects is a new idea. Something I haven't seen before and I believe can possibly change the game.
This is one of the best ways, I think, that I've seen since the beginning to get crowdfunded and to work building this incredible indie comic scene through our local retailers, which is the wave of the future, to be completely honest.
Hi, my name is Mike. I'm part owner of Poor Boy Comics here in Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the Boulevard Mall. And I just want to let everybody know how important it is for us to have indie comics in our store.
My name is Juan Muro, and I sometimes work and volunteer here at Asonic Comics in El Paso, Texas. And we're proud to partner up with IndieCrowdfund.com to present you new and exciting independent comic books at our store.
I'm Jamie Pierce, co-owner and operator of J&J Comic Books and Games. It's important for us to carry independent comics because it gives our customers a variety of choice. These are comics that can think outside the box and also can one day lead to the next Donny Cates.
I have backed multiple campaigns on Kickstarter and Indiegogo, and my thought is there's a huge hole in the market for a comic book specific crowdfunding platform. So that's one thing I really like about IndieCrowdfund.com. It's specialized. I'm a big supporter of my LCS. I can feel good about supporting creators and supporting a platform that is supporting that part of the business.
The independent industry is definitely overlooked
Not every indie creator is able to get their books onto store shelves. This gives the retailers a chance to see what's really coming out of the indie community, not just the bigger companies.
But we carry a large selection of independent comic books, and the reason why is they think outside the box. Not like the 1, 2, and 3 big guys. They come up with new artists, new storylines, new characters, and it keeps it very exciting. Robert Kirkman, he started as an indie artist. So the next Robert Kirkman may be out there with IndieCrowdfund.com.
I'm an indie underground artist. I'm unpublished. I do my own stuff. I publish my own artwork. IndieCrowdfund.com puts me in a specialized place. I have the freedom to do what I want and to work on something that I want.
Someone who may not be able to get a campaign going on Kickstarter because it's politically incorrect, or it is maybe an unpopular political opinion. I like that there's a big focus on not censoring creative voices.
I love the fact that the indie industry has pretty much become the active part of the comic industry. Things are big. Things are getting bigger.
It's also giving everybody an opportunity to see these things and not let these things get buried.
It gives us an opportunity to get books in our store that might not ever find room in our shelves because of not getting exposed.
I am very in support of this. I cannot wait to see what they do with this, and it's a fantastic idea.
IndieCrowdfund.com, I'm glad I found you. I really appreciate it.
We're counting on Indie Crowdfund to help us get these new and exciting stories and artists and authors into our store.
Be part of the new revolution in indie crowdfunding.
Such a good video. There it is. The excitement of everybody is just so awesome.
We might be able to get a little guest on here in just a second. I'm not sure.
A little guest, but short people?
Oh yeah, midgets and things.
Here's our fulfillment partners while we wait for the midget, whoever that might be, or whatever you got going on.
He's not a midget. That was a joke.
Okay, well.
Mindy's like, oh, midgets.
Look at that dealer level discount at CBCS.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Mindy has a fascination with people that have extreme life problems.
Weird people. Really
weird
weird
people.
Like really
you can't
weird
stop
people.
watching them. Like pony people, like 90 Day Fiance people, like
I love that show.
all the people that are on TLC. Mindy just sits there and laughs and laughs.
Oh, I love it. I love their problem. 90 Day Fiance is so funny.
So Stevie launched out 2 comic book publications last year at a local con in Virginia. Fortunately, they postponed the event, so hopefully back in 2021. Well, this gives you opportunity to not wait 2021 to get your publications there. And
All right. I'm not going to be able to get the guest on, but he says hi. His name is John. You guys are probably familiar with John. He writes and does a comic called Black Tiger. He's currently adding in some retailer perks, and he's going to have his campaign live on our site here in just a little bit.
John Hurley, right?
John Hurley, yes.
I should really
Hurley,
show
Black Tiger.
that book, like what I can find of it online. I don't know which covers or which setup exactly he's going for, but can I look him up, because this is amazing stuff.
Sure, yeah,
Black
you can.
Tiger book. There's so many good things in the indie comic scene. So let's see, Black Tiger. What was the public?
You want to field that question for Ryan?
Yes, you have the option to send any books you want in for grading fulfillment as a creator, and you get a discount as well. You get the dealer level discount through CBCS.
Deal discount through CBS.
Wow, that's Black Tiger.
Are delivering the discounts as well. The fulfillment, you guys, we ain't even got there yet. Okay, we haven't even got there yet. Don't even know what you're able to get for. Probably better if we get it anywhere, because that's what we're trying to do.
Here we
Does
go.
that excite you? Does that excite you? All right, this is John Hurt, Black Tiger, Legacy of Pure.
Yep.
And
This
yeah,
is
I had him on one of my shows. He got to actually talk to Eddie, so real nice guy. Also watched Red Valkyrie the other, because I wonder what else he had to say. It's your typical, but it's your kung fu.
amazing covers. This is a Greg Horn cover, right? Yeah,
Yep.
covered by Greg Horn. This is Black Tiger, everybody. And they had done a
Right
campaign
now,
here, John Harvey.
I don't know if you guys recognize this right here, Charles Santino. He also has a creator stuff out. He just sent me a link showing me a book that's coming out real soon. Give him the link showing what we're talking about. Crowdfund.com. It's one of the books that the guy committed up on the site, and he'll be doing it home for a while. So we're showing we're that's one of the things we'll do a lot of, Charles, is we'll be promoting the people that put stuff. It won't just be, well, your book's up. It'll, hey, every book, whose book is up? That's what I'll do. And there she had me at Horn. See how that works? You get that puts a nice cover. That's with the retailers. Familiar with those names. Oh, that Horn cover. Look real right there on the shelf next to that man book. What I'm talking about. On the shelves, y'all. Getting on the retailer shelves. The retailer register count right now is 28 retail registered for IndieCrowdfund.com. They see what you got. Can't see it if you put it up, guys. They can't see it if you don't put it up.
Really nice stuff.
Yep.
Ooh, we got a.
And this guy was a veteran with Image Comics for a very long time, too.
Wow.
William Pace. Boom.
So cool.
It has a pod. You guys will probably have an appearance on his show in the future. About this more, we're gonna have to do a lot of this. Highly interactive people and get it to come look at it, man. That means going on shows as we can over the next two and getting seen as much as we can. And I'm already doing all of it. Do it all the time. I was doing it before. You know? You're gonna have to help.
Well, now there's even more of a reason for you to do it.
Oh yeah. I'm seriously though. There's people that are gonna want to hear from you guys, not just me. You know, I mean, this is Yachty. I'm just like the stork.
You're funny. Well, you know, Greg.
And after all the development's paid for and everything's done with the site and everything's running smooth, the platform fee will drop down to 1%.
And didn't hear he said 1%. I'm trying to put more money in nice pockets. What this is about. It's been about permitting, nobody being able to book down, being able to chunk into your wallet. This is our fight against everything else going on to help.
And you know what? We're gonna win.
Yeah.
I think so. I think we've already won. Now we're just waiting for the chips to fall where they may.
Yep.
Bridget not covered.
It's a
Niobe will be available at indiecrowdfund.com.
Niobe.
Mojo available on indiecrowdfund.com. There's already one up there that we got Tiger coming in. John's book will be coming in. I know there's more people, man. They're just waiting to see what happens.
So far we've got Kajar and Kajaria, which was their first, that campaign that's on there now. Flying Sparks by John De La Rose, and he has a bunch, the Cosmic Warrior, and a few different titles. I know he's really busy right now, but he has had a campaign on our site for 2 weeks now or so, building it out. So some of his books will be there on the site, and he does really great stuff. Black Tiger, Mojo Rising. We're seeing what Mike Barron might want to decide to do. I know that Chuck Dixon was looking for books in his storage shed to put on here. We've got boobs. And by the way, the profits of that book we will be using to fund further development on this site.
Right.
So that's important to note that.
That
and if there's anything left, it's going to go into buying booths for the 2021 shows. 20 by 20 booths for people that use the site to come to the shows. If you live close enough to a show that we're at, to set your stuff up for free, paid for by us as a thank you.
That's what that book is designed to do, is like they said in the first place, to help improve development, make the site better. Whatever's left is going to go to try to give you guys, a little less out of pocket once again, to not have to buy a table to set up at the con that's coming, in your neighborhood. So, everything that we're trying to do. Yes, William. Yes, he said boobs.
He said boobs.
He did say boobs.
I'll show you what that cover looks like.
That is what do we call that? Our site supporting. Our site supporting. We could call it our brassiere. I don't know.
We'll find
it's extra support for the site. You know what I mean? It's heavy duty support.
Double D support for the site.
I'll share my screen so you can see the cover. This is just one of the covers. We're going to have multiple variants, but we hope everyone enjoys.
It could have been worse. I could have called it cash grab, but I didn't.
Well, see, the whole thing is this is a parody book, though. It's meant to make people laugh. Remember what Mike Barron said about, we're bringing back funny books, y'all. That is part of comics. Everything ain't all doom and gloom and the bad guys coming to end the world.
And the arch nemesis of boobs is Gaylord von Slaughter.
She's got a sidekick front. There's so many funny characters in this book. It's one thing that we'd like to bring back to just everyone is humor. A bit of raunchy, funny, make you blush humor. Yep, people should have fun with this. And we're in.
Why, Joe? This is how we're gonna improve development on the site. Is by making people laugh, man.
That's right.
Yep. There's some panels. They're not colored yet.
No, Raj. GBS. Think about it.
I didn't say it is.
I said
I didn't say that.
I said G. GVS. That's his initials, right? Gaylord Von what?
That's right. It's Gaylord von Slobber. It's GVS.
Yes, yeah. I didn't.
Yeah.
It's not me. It's GVS. It's
That's-
Gaylord.
It's Gaylord von Slobber. That's right.
All in good fun. All in good fun.
Yeah.
All in the light of humor.
And the name of their evil group is Comics Fence.
I got a comment over on Facebook. I wanted to tell y'all about. Damien Starr said, "What the f, pops? This looks good and professional." Very much. Thank you, because we want it to be that way. We do want it to be that way, man. It's for us. It's for the community. You know, I mean, why would I not want it to be the best it could be? It's for the people that I dedicate all my time to, you know. I'm kind of getting blown up over here. This is great. I'm getting some feedback, man.
It's really cool. It's a really cool feeling being a part of this all. I think Mike and I are very happy after 6 years of watching the industry kind of go up and down and crash and burn, and so much drama, so many politics, you know, all this.
Running into so many gatekeepers.
Yeah, people being biased, people being catty, to throwing creators under the bus or kind of treating them like they're a puppet on a string.
And see, now it's not about us. It's not about us. If you're gonna come after us, man, you gotta attack the idea too. And no one's gonna attack the idea of getting books into stores. Are you? Is that what you're about? You get about getting the books in the stores?
I'm not even worried about any of that, dude. We're actually, what we're doing goes above it. So we don't even need.
That's right.
We don't even need to talk about it, man. It's like we're going above the whole barrier, the whole culture. We're going
transcendence.
Yeah, we're going above it and beyond it. And you can be you can be down with the madness that is indiecrowdfund.com, or you can just like keep doing what you're doing and sell your books to 100, 150, 200 people and be woo, I broke 10K. And really, after you paid for all your books, you know you didn't make a whole lot of money. We all know you didn't make a whole lot of money. You want to make some money? Put them same books 40, 50 at a time on the shelves of retailers. Then you're going to be going dollar bill, y'all, because you're going to be getting paid. You know, it's not like, 6 months to get my crowdfunding, my one check or whatever. Okay, my one direct deposit into my account. Woohoo, I got it. And then, no, what we're talking about is like, hey, they just hit you for 50 books in demand. Print 50 books. You just got paid for 50 books. Print 50 books. Get them on their shelf. Oh, somebody else just hit you for 20 books. Oh, somebody else just hit you for 30 books. And before you know it, this is a job, y'all, and you're putting out another book because you got money.
That's right.
Because you got money to do it yourself through this site.
And it's funny, too, all these people we're talking to, like, hey, get your campaign up. They're like, well, I can't. I'm at work. Man, you could be at work right now.
You could be.
You could be.
Or you could be on the golf course.
Your work. This, you wouldn't have to have a second job. You know what I mean?
See, my goal is for you to be sitting on the golf course and get a notification that says, Joe Retailer wants 50 books. And you go, click, 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 click. Yeah, we have to get to the mobile option. But when we get there, it'll be, and they'll be setting it up, getting whatever they want. And you'll be at the golf course in between tee boxes, setting up a 50-book sale.
Those sales, even with the discounted rates, retailers make a huge difference. From personal experience of being, the up-and-coming artist several years ago and building my following. And I mean, I didn't have the Copics and the Wacom tablet and the metal prints and everything that I have now. I started with nothing, none of that. And I had to earn the money making art to pay for the art supplies that I would then, use to make more art. So the money just, it kept, I keep spending all of it to make it, spend it to make it, spend it to make it. And eventually that grew. And a big part of that growing was retailers selling my prints, selling sketches, and getting in contact with them. I mean, that's a quick boost. $500 here, $700 here. And then all of a sudden I have more time to make more things, and it grows it.
Factor in this page right here. You factor in the fulfillment perks. Okay. Stuff that you can't get anywhere else as cheap as you'll be able to get here. Okay. And hey, if you can get cheaper Geminis, that right there, everybody's happy about that, right? You can get cheaper Geminis than you can anywhere else. Doesn't that make you smile? Oh, because everybody wants to ship in a Gemini, right? Well, Gemini is going way beyond just that. I'll let Mike tell you about that. But I mean, the fulfillment perks that go along with this, we're trying to keep more money in your pocket. We're trying to make everything cheaper for you.
Gemini was really excited about this.
They are.
They're
They're creating an entire third-party distribution service for you guys. They're in the process of getting it all done right now.
Because of
because
of our site.
Yeah, and what they're going to do is they're going to charge $2 per package, plus whatever it costs to ship the order. So the service fee is $2 a package to put everything together.
Yeah.
Hand bag and board it. Use the mailers. The mailers are included. It's all included. $2 a package.
That's a smoking deal.
So there's shipping fulfillment. Okay, there's all that stuff that you get this, all this stuff, and you got to jam it in all the package. You got to buy the bags and boards. You got to do all the work. They're offering to do all that work for
you. For $2.
And that can be a lot of work if you're shipping out tons and tons and tons and tons of books, especially to retailers. That help is so appreciated because it can be labor intensive. So if you need it, it's there.
You got printers that are offering you a decent discount because you use this site.
Maxim's offering 6%. I'm not sure what Ready Comics is doing yet or any of the other ones. Also, we partnered up with Kablam. Kablam's like one of the cheapest in the country for printing. You even get a discount with them. I'm not sure what it is yet, but it's going to be probably, around the same 5, 6, 10%, somewhere around there. So, I mean, it's good.
See, we're trying to make it so that if you use our site, these companies will give you a discount because you're using our site. Okay? More money in your pocket.
And you know the difference. Right? With how Indiegogo and Kickstarter and all them, they have fulfillment partners too.
Mm-hmm.
Their fulfillment partners pay them for the referral.
You know what happens with our referral money?
That's where your discount's coming from. I'm giving it right back to you. So instead of me collecting another check on the referrals, I'm giving you the discounts.
It's going right to you.
That's the discounts. So who do you trust?
And these fulfillment partners, I have to say too, every single one of them, Ready Comics, Comic Wellspring, Mixam, we have to add Kablam up there, Kablam. Everybody's been getting their logos and stuff to us the past week. Easy Ship, CBCS, Gemini, and then Fairy Metal. I just got their logo this morning. All have extensive experience shipping comics. So that's a little piece of mine too, is that these aren't just some random fulfillment partners. Every single one of these guys handles comics.
And they're comic book people. They're comic book industry.
Yes.
Yeah. They've all, Ready Comics I know has worked with Diamond before. I don't know about Comic Wellspring, but I would kind of assume that these two might have some experience as well.
And it's not like order your books, they come from China, and you get them 3 or 4 months later. We ain't doing that shit.
Okay, so the other thing that I really wanted to try to convey is that this is about us. Okay, And when you add in what they just said about taking the money that they could have just took and put in their pocket, and they said, no, give us a better discount. Okay? Give us a better discount. The more that we sell, give us a better discount, or however that works. That's what Mike tried to do for you. Everything that these guys have tried to do. Look, this is a month ago. A month ago, we were like, yeah, we need a new crowdfunding platform. A month ago, right? And they've put all this together this fast, man. Yeah, it's going to have a bug. Yeah, there's going to be other suggestions and other things. We want to hear from you. If there's something missing, tell us. If there's something that don't quite work right, tell us. If there's something you think we need to do to help improve it, tell us. This is not, hey, we did it and you either get with it or not. No, this is about us, the community, making it better and better and better. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you think we should do or what you think it needs. Don't just sit back and wait for whatever. Give us all the input we can get to make it so that you want to use it. That's what we want to do. We want it so that you want to use it. So if there's something that ain't there that you need, tell us. We will try to provide that.
Well said.
Yep.
Fox. Yep. That's right.
Damn, I should be a freaking politician, man. Christ. No,
You're
but
awesome,
I'm
Fox.
serious.
We love
This
you.
is for you guys. This is for you guys. You know, it's like, yeah, someday down the road, it might have made some money and I might get a little something, woohoo. But if it never makes a buck, I'm still going to put all this time in trying to get you guys that. I'm trying to get you guys that. I'm doing that for me. I'm doing that for Mike and Mindy, and I'm mostly doing it for you. For you. This is the thing that's going to break us off from corporate that don't really care about comics. Okay, Kickstarter ain't comics. Comics
Yeah,
is a little part of it.
There's going to be no more going to a publisher saying, hey, will you publish this? Because I really want to be on the shelves. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to submit to Image and wait for a reply that never comes or a no. You don't have to do that.
We are going to.
You don't have to go to any other rinky-dink publisher either and do that. There's some publishers out there that are good, and they're fantastic, and they manage everybody, and they have a great business model with great products. But for the creator that just wants to just go to the shelf, you can do that.
And for you publishers that want to be able to drop all your titles on a camp or on a crowdfunding page at once, here we are. Here we are. You know, put your books as a publisher on shelves in bulk, in mass, all your titles. Oh, you got 5 titles and that retailer wants 4 of them on his shelf. Well, you ain't going to know that if he never sees it. And it's just like Minnie said a little while ago. Some of them don't look. Some of them don't look to see what indie has to offer.
A lot of them.
That's why what we're doing is important. We need to make it so that they look at us. Okay, we're changing it so we're giving them a reason to look at us. DC and Marvel are giving them a better reason to look at us. Take advantage of it, y'all. Take advantage of it.
Wouldn't it be amazing if one day everybody was so strong in their books and so many books were going out to retailers that it was actually competitive to Marvel and DC? Like the books started carrying more and more and more indies. Like,
what I want to see is Marvel and DC start listing their shit on our site because they can't get it out anyway. I think that would be hilarious.
Really, all I want to see is that the people that use Indiegogo and Kickstarter see that this is a more creator-friendly platform. It's going to be less out of pocket. We're trying to offer you more because we're just comics. We're just about comics. We're not worried about any of the other, we're not selling lawn chairs here, people, and that's the thing that sets this apart. And you got to remember, everything that's going into it is going into it for the comic community, not for ads and charities and any other stupid crap. It's for you guys. That's all.
That's it.
Of ads, I think it's funny because from working in marketing since 2011 or 12 now, maybe beyond that, paid ads don't work long term. Not really. No. In fact, most people that pay for ads and stuff, like the algorithm will drop it off. A better way to go at things and be successful in comics is to build within a strong community of people, because fans want to support creators. Creators want to give what the fans want them. They want that support. They want to do what they love. The retailers want to carry the creators' books, and they want to make the fans happy. The creators want to get into the retailer shelves. That makes them happy. And the fans want to support their comic shop. There's no better wheel. It's a wheel that turns. That makes everybody
circular.
Happy. Yeah, it's not about paid ads. It's not about 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's not comics. It's not. It's that's tapping into the wrong audience and the wrong market completely. It really is.
You have to grow it organically, like we've been doing in the madness. It's all comic people, and it's like the cases I'm asking people to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The one we're broadcasting now is in comic groups, and I'm not just going out there really, hey, everybody subscribe. What good is the subscribers and 10 people watch? I'm real people, so we engage real much. And the madness, I screen it, and it's grown organically. This is going to grow this by word of mouth with passion about comics. Wheels in the sky, turn in. I hear you, Joe, because he knows. Because he knows what's happening right now. It's going to change. Things are about to change. This can be change, just partly change. This can be change. We make sure people find it, man.
Cool. Well, you want to shut the stream down, Pop, and get out of here and move on to bigger, better things today, or?
Well, I do got another to do in a while.
It's Monday nights, so
it's a madness, and Sworn Nation is in Monday Madness tonight. Oh.
Yeah, man.
I get out with. I know for sure Ambassador's coming. I have no idea who he's bringing with. I'll be talking Santa Claus himself, Bob, for sure, and we'll definitely be showing off some stuff that's never been seen before from the Lady verse. So, and Pops loves exclusives. 28 years.
Yep. And we'll be around. We'll be around. Mike and Mindy shows always happen late Monday night, so we'll do one of those. We're around. People are still at work, like Mike said, that are getting their campaigns up and running. So we're going to see these campaigns start popping up, little by little, today, tomorrow, this week, and coming in strong. And so we'll be here for support. If anybody has any issues or sees something a little off, let us know. There's a feature request bug report. You have a suggestion. You see something you want to change, let us know right here. We're on our computers watching what's happening, ready to answer questions, ready to help anybody that needs any help. So, yeah. And we appreciate it.
If you have your campaign, make sure you share that with me in my inbox, so make sure it gets cycled into my new marketing schedule, because tomorrow I'm going to have a whole fitting schedule. Pop's going to work. That's how it is. One more thing I want to say. Mojo, 3 days left. Wednesday is my birthday, and I know there's a lot of people, oh, I want to do something for Pop's birthday. Back Mojo. That's all I need for Pop's birthday. Back Mojo. Put your books at crowdfund.com. You can do this birthday too.
Right.
Happy birthday in advance.
Oh, I'm sure you'll see me. Hee
All right, guys. Well, peace. Thanks for having us.
Oh, I says he's breaking in on me this morning, nation. We'll see. See, buddy. Y'all have a good day. Talk to you.
All right. Take care.
Take care.
Hey.